Very much, Mr Chair. Mr Chair, it's a absolute pleasure to come down to the House again and speak on the limitation bill. I was up in my office just catching up on a bit of work, and thought, no, enough. I've got to get back to this bill. Mr Chair, and I heard with interest, and I want to acknowledge the very good contribution of David Parker in terms of the waiting period for the bill, because that was something that I think the Labour members showed a lot of leadership on, and I'm only sorry that perhaps all of our very valid arguments weren't brought into effect. But what I do know is that this bill is actually, and I know I've got the notes, perhaps someone could pass the notes. Look, what the hang, I'll just speak off the cuff. What I know is that, as we said before, this bill is long overdue, that in terms of the, as I earlier said, in terms of the government, we've seen a lot of things that we aren't happy with come before, in fact, the Justice and Electoral Select Committee, but especially before this House. But on this occasion, this has been a common sense bill, if I can use that term. Clearer, more comprehensive law on general civil limitation defences. And it isn't all about defendants being disadvantaged by stale claims. It is also about having some clarity in terms of the whole system. And I want to acknowledge the work of the Law Commission, that the work that they did, and note that in fact during the Labour government there were actually more Law Commission's reports implemented than any other prior government had implemented. And whilst I'd acknowledge Chester Burrows, who is a very good chair of the Select Committee, I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the former chair, who was actually me. And I think and during that time, as chair of the Justice Select Committee, there were many bills that came before. Pardon? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kia ora. Thank you. And I know that there were many times. I think that if we really want to remember that committee, the member will remember when we went to look at justice at victims' rights in Victoria, and it was a very constructive meeting. Unfortunately, the National Party wanted to take advantage of the recess and go on international holidays, but those of us in Labour and indeed the Maori Party actually went away on that Select Committee trip, and the member was very helpful for the time that he was there, but then felt a need, I wouldn't put it that way, a need to actually go and investigate some concerns he had. He went walkabout. He went walkabout in Australia, but that's actually past history. But what I will say is that that member put the time and the effort in to accompanying us on that trip, and I can see the minister looking and thinking, oh, I wish I was there. And I know it's something that the minister's always regretted, just a teensy bit, but it was something that was very crucial in terms of Labour enacting some very, very good legislation on victims' rights, which the National Government have been a little bit tardy on building on them, but we would hope that in the future they will do so. But getting back to the limitations bill, because I know that all of us on the committee found it a particularly interesting bill, because even though it seemed a minor, it was an updating, but it seemed quite technical. What came out is that there were some quite substantive issues that needed quite a bit of consideration and discussion. And my good friend David Parker has talked about sexual abuse claims, that why the limitation period should not apply to those claims because of the very nature of the longevity of when those claims may come into effect. And it would be really remiss of me not to actually acknowledge that, and at the same time acknowledge what a dreadful, dreadful, dreadful job the Minister of ACC has done in terms of providing support for survivors of sexual abuse in New Zealand. And I know it's not appropriate to digress, and very few members have tonight, but that is one of the things that would have to be a real blot. Well, I mean, where do you draw the line? Where do you stop counting all the terrible things this government has done? But that has to be up there with the worst. And of course, as I mentioned before, just in passing, of course, Mr. Chair, was the assault on workers in New Zealand. But I also just want to, because I know the Minister would be very upset if I didn't, I also want to mention the Sentencing Council, because I know other members have mentioned that tonight. And indeed, if there are things that we in the Labour Party do really feel are very sad, it is the inability of, and the Minister might, if he can somehow enrapture the Sentencing Council into this bill, he may wish to take a call. But indeed, and if we're talking about access to justice, I see the Minister jumping to his feet. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Call the Honourable Chris Finlay.